Hey guys, it's me Dom. I am here today with a poem. I don't know what happened to my other videos earlier this week. Like it said they loaded, they never did. My fault. But regardless of that, I am going to be doing my last poem of the week with the same author, Sylvia Plath. So we'll continue to kind of dive into her and just say more information. But yeah, let's do that and then let's just chat because there's a lot of things that I don't know. Life's weird. So yeah, the title of this poem is Your by Sylvia Plath. Here we go. Clown like happiest on your hands, feet to the stars in moon scold, gilled like a fish, a common sense thumbs down on the dodo's mode, wrapped up in yourself like a spool. Trawling your dark as owls do, mute as a turnip from the 4th of a July to All Fools' Day. O high riser, my little loaf, vague as fog and looked for like mail, farther off than Australia, bent-backed Atlas our traveled prawn, snug as a bud and at home. Like a sprat in a pickle jug, a creel of eels, all ripples, jumpy as a Mexican bean, right like a well-done sum, a clean slate with your own face on. So yeah, it is a very short poem, but I will say I like it because one, I don't know, it's just all over the place, and I feel like that's where I'm at with life right now. Again, I try to relate everything to me because why wouldn't I? So, and if you're curious, it's Y-O-U-R-E, so you are, which I think is important because there's different types of yours and they all mean different things, but people still don't know how to use it. But regardless of that, last night I was kind of going down a little creative dive just for my own stuff and just in general, and I came across a video that I saw with Rick Rubin, and he was saying that everything creative you do, you should do it as if it's a diary. He's not saying that I should do it, but he suggested or just kind of like said you should kind of have that idea, which I was like, oh my gosh, that changes everything. But what I was saying was he mentioned that you should do everything as if you're doing a diary entry, and I was like, wow, like that really does, because sometimes I'll go on here and I'll be like, oh, like let me do what other people want, what other people say, and then other times I'm like, you know what, like I'm just gonna do this for me. Who knows, maybe I'll look back at a random video 3 years from now, 2 years from now, a week from now, and to me it is a personal entry. It is where I am on this very day at this very moment. You know, I'll never get that back, and it's kind of nice that I'm doing a visual thing of just how I talk, how I speak. I'm sure I'm gonna look at my first video and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous, or like, look how far I've come. And so it's kind of awesome, and I want to embody that a lot more of just doing things despite, you know, that. And I am for the most part, but just kind of subconsciously having that in the back of my head, I feel like really helps me just not care, just, you know. Obviously I am still super new to this and still starting, and who knows, maybe it'll pivot to something else, but for me, just being in front of a camera and speaking and reading is so, it's a lot. And although now it's so normal because I've done it so much, it still gives me anxiety, and I still am like, oh my gosh, is this the right angle? Am I talking right? Am I talking too fast, too slow? So yeah, just something that I kind of wanted to mention. And then again, with the poem, I feel like it's just kind of random, and it's just the use of words. It's nice. I don't know. It's kind of just like, huh, like what did I just read? Like, why are we talking about, why is pickle jug and eels in Fool's July? Like, it's all in one little segment, and it would be fun to kind of experiment with different words and just kind of put them together and make them correlate because they are all here. And I'm trying to figure out the title in correlation to the substance. So maybe all of these things, it's like you are these things, if that makes sense. Like maybe she, and this is me just thinking, like, you are, and then she has these words, because when I look directly down, just like, you know, open my eyes, I see like moon, clown, like Australia, pickle, Mexican. Like those are things that draw my attention, but again, it might be different for someone else. Someone else might look at it and notice complete different words. But it's funny because those are words that I don't really use in my everyday language, nor look at or read at or have any significance with. But yeah, I'm drawn to them. So now I feel like for the rest of the day, I'm just gonna like randomly think about like Australia. Like, I don't know. It's kind of fun. It's kind of cool to just dabble and not be so serious every day and all the time. Because again, like I was mentioning earlier this week or in my other videos, a lot of her poems are very just like in relations to her and love and life and figuring out things. And I mean, that is a big significant thing, and a lot of people can relate to it. But at the end of the day, it's also important to have things that, again, are could literally just be for you. Like she may have just did this and was like, no one's gonna see this, or like, I don't care if anyone does. Like it's not meant to be for other people. It's strictly meant for her. And everything that I do, I want to be strictly for myself. And if others can relate to it, then I'd love, yeah, like why wouldn't I want that? But at the end of the day, as long as I'm happy and I'm content with what I'm doing and writing and saying, like, that's all that matters, you know? So just a short little video. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I will be figuring out what author I want to touch base on. I kind of want to start doing research and maybe doing regions. I don't know. We'll see. Because I feel like I'm diving and then I want to keep going down, but then I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see next week. So have a good weekend.